Alright, so I released in the past month and a half around 20-21 tracks, and my goal right now is to finish 30 tracks, and then I'm gonna send this to one of the biggest DJs in my scene, in the techno scene. I can't really tell you who, but yeah, that's why I have the goal. I will choose the 5 best tracks, and right now I'm feeling like I'm just out of ideas. So I'm thinking, how can I spark inspiration? Because a lot of producers deal with writer's block, some more than others, and I would say in general I don't get as much writer's blocks as many others do, and there's many reasons for it. So I thought I would kind of show you what I do.
First, we need to talk about what is writer's block. My kind of interpretation is that you don't get any new ideas, you get stuck. My theory on why you get stuck is you start repeating the same old ideas over and over again, so you get bored and tired of it. So the key to the problem is doing things differently and in a new way. And that will kind of open the Pandora's door to new exciting ideas, different kind of music, and that will spark inspiration in you. That's what I've noticed in myself. So, obviously the first one, which is not an option today, but in general, is it's good to have breaks from the studio and try doing something new. Always new experiences. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Usually the bad ones even give you more inspiration in the studio. Then, yeah, go take a walk, meet somebody new, go to the gym, work out, start a new hobby. I mean, the list goes on and on what you could do. But yeah, that's pretty much the number one thing for sure, but it's not gonna help us today, so it's just a recommendation. Number 2 is changing the environment you work in. This affects you quite a lot actually, and let's say today I won't be doing that because I like making music in my studio. I have really huge speakers in here that are very precise. I need to be knowing what I'm doing, but especially when you're starting out ideas, I mean, I could go somewhere, sit outside, maybe the weather is not so great. You can go to a different room or cafe, doesn't matter, but just change your environment and that will spark new ideas because you're in a different environment. So hopefully you don't fall into the same old patterns that you always do. All right, so now to the real juice, the real stuff. All right, look for new experiment tutorials and techniques that could kind of push your sound forward, because like I stated before, usually the writer's block is not just from that you don't know what to do, is that the things that have worked doesn't excite you and you want to try something new. That's my experience at least. So that's a pretty obvious one, right? But the next one, not so much. Set some limitations to the way you work or some challenge. I do this quite a lot, and especially YouTube has helped me kind of push myself forward. It's like, let's say one day I'm like, okay, today I can only use samples from Splice. Or another day I say, okay, I can only use Push 2 to make music. Or another day I will give myself only 3 hours or 1 hour to make an idea. Like the options really here are endless. So just give yourself a challenge and do it. It will also make it a lot more fun, the production part, because you're not kind of dreading over it and you have something new and exciting to do. My 5th tip would be, and this is really powerful, is reflecting on your past work and picking the things that you like the most, but as the main ideas maybe, but just have them as starting points in your music to spark that inspiration. Because usually if it has worked once for you, it will work again. But be aware, this will get you to that category that you probably will end up similar results as you've been before. So I'm gonna give you one more tip at this point of video, and then I'm gonna start utilizing that tip so I can give you an example. And then at the end of the video, I will give you a couple of bonus tips that will also help you. So number 6 is listen to music that you've not heard before, and then try to find something that sparks inspiration. Have that kind of the foundation of the track or some sound, what you copy. Or then other option is to find music that you already love and have that as a guide. So today I'm gonna try and find something new and exciting. and we can go from there. So let's go, shall we? So I found a track that I liked. I put it in AI separator, so you can choose pretty much a lot of the instruments that it can separate. And I like this piano pad vibe a lot and kind of sparked some inspiration in me. I'm gonna download this piano. And now with Ableton there is this great feature. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna work for this sound, but it should pretty much convert this to harmony, so the pad sounds. Let's see if it's able to do it or some similar thing. Okay, it actually did a pretty decent job just by looking at it. Usually it can be very random. Now we just need to find the right sound for this. Actually, I got an idea already what I could do. That is not the idea, but I want to have like a minimal, it's like a trancey bass, I would say. Either I'm gonna try and utilize it as a minimal style, just offbeat. So that was my initial idea. Definitely needs some refinement. I'm gonna try other basses as well and see. Let's try a Reese bass. I think this would be cooler if I would just have it a slightly offbeat. So like this. And then I would have to probably do the same to this one. The kick needs to be a bit more punchy because the bass will be the focus of the track bassline, so it can't really fight it that well. So I'm gonna need to find a more mid-heavy kick for this one. Now let's start cooking up some sounds. So I came up with these words while I was cooking upstairs, and yeah, let me show you. I'm gonna try and write on top of this. I need space from everything on my way. Cool. Yeah, this melody is pretty good. I like it. We move forward. By the way, if you're looking for amazing preset sample packs, Evosounds.com, it's the best preset packs and sample packs. I started with his sound 6 years ago, with his sounds and tutorials, and I still use them in all of my productions. So I have a discount code for you. If you want to check it out, I definitely recommend, because that's the sounds I use personally the most. Next up, gonna do a little percussive rhythm on this. That's super nice. I love it. So I just heard a melody in my head. It goes like this. Dun, dun, dun. Let's try and recreate it. Let's find a better sound to it. Next, we gotta make some vocals. I need space from everything on my way to break away. I am trying to be brave. I think next up I'm gonna start arranging, and I hope that in somewhere in that process I'm gonna find some suitable way to work with the vocals, because I didn't quite figure it out yet. Give me some time to find my place, so I can see the way. Okay, few tries out. Now I'm gonna add some effects on top of this, and let's see how it's gonna sound.
You need to give me some space. I'm trying to be brave. I don't need your grace. I'm on my way. Give me some time to find my place, to break away.
So that was pretty much what I chose today. I still have a couple of tips I would like to tell you about. So one of them would be, if you're stuck and you feel like you don't have any new ideas, I think that it's a really powerful way of finding new ideas. And in general, looking for new sounds is always very inspiring. And the last tip, that is one of my favorite, is never delete good ideas or even okay ideas sometimes, because those can always spark the new idea or project. Let's say you make something cool in the project, but it doesn't fit the track. You have two options. Either you delete it or you save it for a rainy day. What I do is I save it for a rainy day, and it definitely helps. So test it out, see for yourself. Let me know if you have any tips to share with me also, how you can get out of writer's block, or how they would say it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao!